The eyes of a child hold dreams, wonder, and endless possibilities. But for a Sigma female, her eyes hold resilience, independence, and a unique understanding of the world that not many can see. Today we're diving into the hidden depths of a Sigma female's early years. Growing up as a Sigma female isn't easy, and it certainly comes with its own set of challenges and truths that shape her into the strong, independent individual she becomes. From early independence to feeling like an outsider, these experiences don't just define her, they forge her strength and resilience. So, what are these harsh truths that Sigma females experience as children? Stick around, because whether you're a Sigma female yourself or just curious to understand one, today's video will open your eyes to the powerful journey they go through. Before we begin, if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button. If you have not already, please subscribe and enable the bell to view all future videos on this topic. Now, let us get started. Imagine being in a room full of people and still feeling alone. This is a reality for many Sigma females who often find themselves adrift in the sea of social interactions. It's not that they are antisocial or lack the ability to engage with others. Rather, they thrive on a different frequency. Picture this: a Sigma female at a party. She's not on the dance floor or engaged in loud chatter by the bar. Instead, she's likely found a quiet corner, absorbed in a deep, meaningful conversation, or perhaps even lost in her own thoughts. This sense of isolation isn't born out of disdain for others, but from a profound understanding of oneself. Sigma females often find the superficial nature of everyday social interactions draining, preferring instead their own company or the company of a select few who resonate on their wavelength. Yet this can lead to a peculiar form of loneliness, one that exists even amidst a crowd. This is because Sigma females are often misunderstood and prefer their own company. Remember how carefree childhood was? Well, for Sigma females, it's a different story. Childhood for these unique individuals often involves an accelerated journey into maturity. Picture this: while most kids are busy with play dates and cartoons, Sigma females are grappling with deeper thoughts and complex emotions. Their advanced understanding of the world around them often thrusts them into a state of early maturity. This premature maturity isn't a walk in the park, oh no. With it comes a hefty load of responsibilities and pressures. Imagine being a child yet feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's like being thrust into the deep end before you've even learned how to swim. But don't mistake this for a sob story. Sigma females are not damsels in distress. They're warriors. They're survivors. They turn these pressures into stepping stones, using them to build resilience and adaptability. Despite these pressures, Sigma females show resilience and adaptability. Ever had to follow rules that made no sense to you? This is a frequent conundrum for Sigma females. Their minds are wired for logic and reason, and when they encounter rules or guidelines that don't fit into their logical framework, it can lead to a struggle. Imagine being handed a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing. That's how it feels for a Sigma female when faced with rules that don't add up in their minds. It's like trying to navigate a maze with no clear exit point. They question, they probe, they dissect, all in a bid to uncover the rationale behind the rule. This isn't rebellion for the sake of it, but a deep-seated need for understanding. Sigma females thrive on coherence and purpose. Arbitrary rules are like sand in the gears of their logical minds, causing friction and discomfort. In the end, Sigma females crave understanding and purpose, even in the rules they follow. Ever been labeled as a loner when you were just enjoying your own company? As we delve deeper into the world of Sigma females, we arrive at a characteristic that often leads to misunderstandings: their preference for solitude. Sigma females are known for being self-sufficient and independent. They relish moments of quiet introspection, often choosing a night in with a good book over a bustling social gathering. This tendency, however, can lead to misconceptions. People might mistake their preference for solitude as aloofness or disinterest in social connection. They may be misunderstood as being antisocial or standoffish, but here's the truth: Sigma females are simply comfortable in their own company. It's not a disinterest in others, but an interest in self-reflection and introspection. They value their personal space and solitude, finding it a source of energy and inspiration. Sigma females are comfortable with their own company, and that's perfectly okay. Ever put on a brave face just to keep others from worrying? If you're nodding, you might be a Sigma female. This unique breed of individuals frequently find themselves hiding their true emotions. Why, you ask? Well, it's not because they're emotionally closed off or secretive. Rather, it's due to their deep-seated empathy and consideration for those around them. Sigma females understand that their emotions can impact others. They don't want their worries or frustrations to become a burden on their loved ones. It's a bit like a superhero, concealing their identity to protect those they care about. This is not to say that Sigma females are devoid of emotional expression. On the contrary, they experience emotions deeply, but they choose to navigate these feelings internally. They value emotional independence and aim to maintain an atmosphere of peace and calmness around them. Sigma females are empathetic and considerate, often putting others before themselves. So, who are Sigma females really? Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned about these fascinating individuals. We've delved into their world and discovered the 10 harsh truths of their childhood experiences, which have shaped them into the women they are today. Sigma females, as we've seen, can often feel a sense of loneliness, even when surrounded by others. Their distinct way of viewing the world can create a sense of isolation, but it also provides them with a unique perspective. Their early maturity can bring about a sense of responsibility and pressure that many of their peers may not experience. This maturity is a double-edged sword, bestowing them with wisdom beyond their years, while also burdening them with a weight that few can comprehend. We've also discovered that Sigma females can struggle with rules that seem arbitrary or nonsensical, preferring logic and clear reasoning. This can sometimes lead them into conflict, but it also nurtures their critical thinking skills and their ability to question the status quo. Their preference for solitude can often lead to misunderstandings. Many may mistake their need for alone time as aloofness or indifference, but in reality, it's a way for them to recharge and reflect. Sigma females learn early on to mask their emotions for the sake of others, a survival tactic in a world that may not fully understand them. This can make them seem distant or cold, but beneath the surface they harbor a deep well of emotions. They are often labeled as too serious or too sensitive, a misunderstanding of their intense focus and emotional depth. They develop a strong sense of self-protection, guarding their inner world with vigilance. Despite being underestimated, Sigma females are natural problem solvers, applying their analytical skills to navigate life's challenges. Their loyalty to the few friends they truly connect with is unwavering, and their early experiences often instill in them a strong sense of purpose. Understanding Sigma females allows us to appreciate their unique perspective and approach to life. So let's celebrate these incredible individuals for who they truly are: complex, resilient, and profoundly unique.